Hello everyone and welcome to my second attempt to play Cat Hustle. I had a failure to record my first time. I'm kind of worried that it's not going to work my second time. So we're just going to do a real small short one here to make sure that it works. I'm going to select my photo. So that's the same one I chose last time, and I use she, her pronouns. And apparently I cannot change my name. Anyway, those of you know I may... Oh, that was a bad introduction. Let me start again. Those of you who know me know that I have done a couple of little dating games here on Pariah Caste, but really not that many. But I wanted to try this one because I saw Commander Holly play a little bit of it, and it involves dating cats. Not to the extent of dating pigeons in, what is it, Hatful Boyfriend or whatever that was. But it is still a interesting game to me, and so I decided to give it a try. It turned out to be harder to record than I thought, but we think we have things running now. So here we have my little character, Avery Gray, and she uses she, her pronouns. I do like that this game at least allows you to use them, they pronouns if you want to. And degree equals yeah, so that's great. Alright, this is me. This is me. We'll get there eventually. I think I fell asleep on the couch again. Little lasers of sunlight are zapping into my face from the middle of the curtains. Lasers, huh? I think they've been specifically aimed to burn out my eyes. What is it, like noon? Look at this face. This is the face of a champion. Jeez. Not my fault. This couch pulls you in like you're drowning in bread dough. My spine pops in loud protest as I swim free from my bread dough cushion trap. Word of advice to all aspiring writers out there, don't use the same description twice, like bread dough and bread dough. I'm gonna have to apologize to my Aunt Wendy. I'm probably leaving a dent in the shape of my ass in the cushions. Yeah, I probably should apologize for a couple things, actually. I feel like you are correct. Aunt Wendy will not be thrilled about this. Cat stuff. Okay, I know this looks bad, but it's almost not even my fault. Look at those shorts. Those are the shorts of a champion. That is the face of a champion. I can't help that clutter is naturally drawn to my gravitational pull. Honestly, it makes me feel a little more comfortable, you know? Like I really live here instead of just like I'm couch surfing at my aunt's. Or like I'm living in a furniture catalog. Hey, I don't think your aunt's apartment was ever so nice that it felt like you were living in a furniture catalog. I have been in houses like that, though. Those houses are creepy. Houses that don't look lived in and all the furniture is really nice creep me out. Not that I'm ungrateful. Aunt Wendy is awesome to let me use her apartment while she's away. She helped talk Mom and Dad into letting me come all the way out to the city, too. She's pretty cool. I hear her rustling behind me like fingernails on cardboard. It makes me pause for a second, but I jump as I realize what it is. Hey, Mochi! Knock it off! Mochi, the living trash bag disguised as a cat, stares up indignantly from beside the pizza box. He's trying to scrape some dried up cheese off the bottom again. Yeah, that's a real situation that all of my cats, I have 3 cats, and that is what happens if we ever have pizza. They attack the pizza box like they're gonna suck the oils out of it or something. Okay, so I was gonna go to the introduction of Mochi and make sure my recording is working. Hopefully it is, and I will see you all guys again in a couple seconds. Okay, so good news, my video and audio seem to be recording. Fingers crossed that they just keep doing that. And we'll just keep playing this adorable game about dating cats. We've just discovered our cat getting into the pizza. His little mushed up face is probably trying to stare me down, but it's kind of hard to tell where he's looking with those crossed eyes. Do you have like a super inbred cat? Mochi! Meow. I clap my hands a few times to break the stalemate. He jumps at the sound, then waddles back to the bedroom in defeat. See, he reminds me a lot of... Have any of you ever seen The Cat Returns, the anime? He reminds me of like that super fat, lazy cat, whose name I can't remember, but it might be Mochi. That's who he reminds me of. Mochi, I believe, means rice ball, but I could be wrong. I guess since I'm up to, I might as well get to whatever I was gonna do today. I shuffle to the curtains and throw them open. Well, if you hear sounds in the background, that's my dog. She's jealous that I'm not playing a game about dating dogs. It's understandable, I suppose. But there aren't any that I know of. My laptop is still sitting open on the coffee table. Oh yeah, porn. I mean job searching, I guess. That's what I was gonna do. I plop back down on the couch, already sinking back into the cushions, and take a look. So much porn. Geez, there are so many tabs here. Which one did I leave Greg's list open on? Why am I into such kinky shit? Not that one. This one? Or this one? Maybe this one. Nah, that's just another cat video. Jeez. I'm a little too into cats, you guys. I was up all night watching Jelly Donut, the cat who balances donuts on her head. I have no idea how they got a cat to do something like that. Glue? I guess that's why Mochi and I aren't internet famous. If that's all the cat can do, I doubt it's internet famous either. I find the tab and start scrolling through listings again. It's not like anything new has gone up since yesterday, I bet. Sidewalk cleaner intern, college credit only. Internet comments section proofreader. That would be the world's crappiest job. Fundraiser street team, intern, unpaid. Well, yeah, it's been like this all month. Can you really blame me for giving up and watching cat videos? You know, I feel like you're on the, like, volunteer, like, unpaid section of Greg's list, and you should actually look for, you know, the ones that, the listings that specifically say they pay money. I know this kind of thing is supposed to take time, but try telling that to Mom, Dad, or my savings. Any of those could send me back home at any time. And I really have to get this done before Aunt Wendy gets back. Just thinking about writing another cover letter is making my will to exist erode away. Yeah, I feel ya. I hate writing cover letters. I hate them so much. It's like, fuck's sake. Just read my application. All the information is there. Why the fuck do you need a cover letter? I hate it. I'm going to go for a walk. When I got here, I expected to be buried in noise from the city traffic and crowds, but it's actually pretty quiet and creepy in an alley. The apartment is on a side street where criminals could find and rape me. Far from the main street bustle. From here, the noises of the city are just a distant hum. It's comforting, like the buzz of an old tube TV. You know what one of those sounds like? I have to walk, like 20 minutes to get to the train from here, but I rarely leave the neighborhood, so it doesn't really matter. Still living the small town life in the city, I guess. Whatever. I have plenty of adventure in this neighborhood. I can just set out in any direction and find something new, even if I've been down that way before. Sure, I get lost a lot too, but that's half the fun, right? Sure, girl. I turn a corner at the end of the block and head up a tiny street I haven't tried yet. Neatly arranged trash cans line the sides of the road. I think I'm behind some stores right now. I'm expecting a dead end, but the road suddenly curves to the right. It looks too narrow for cars, but the faded white lines marking the middle seem to claim some brave drivers could try their luck. I decide to follow the sharp bend in the road. After I pass a tall partition, I'm surprised by what I see. Is it a cat? Close enough. A squat 3-story building. Can it be squat and 3-story at the same time? Painted so ostentatiously bright that it would be impossible to miss, sits in front of me. Actually, it looks kind of pastel. A cat's paw? Is this a pet store or something? Maybe I can get a dumb toy for dumb Mochi. I walk closer to the front doors of the building. I don't see the aisles of pet food I expect from the broad store windows. Instead, it looks like there are couches and tables in neatly arranged rows. Oh, so this is one of those pretentious restaurants with a pithy nonsense name, huh? I can feel my interest deflate and sink into my stomach. Just as I'm about to turn and continue walking, I notice a sign in the window that declares, "Now hiring, inquire within." I'm hardly dressed for a job inquiry, but I might as well give it a shot, right? Are you still wearing the amazing shorts? 'Cause that's sure to get you a job. I look to my right as I walk in the door and see a small orange and white cat lying belly up, sunning itself at the window. It doesn't seem terribly sanitary to have a cat in a restaurant, but whatever, I like cats. The bells tinkle delicately as I tug on the handle. The heavy door creaks open. This place is so classy, it feels fake. It looks like a game board exploded in here. Isn't that what the place isn't that what the palace was like in Wonderland with like the cards and stuff? Is a purple cat gonna start talking to me? No, but there's a lot of cats going on up in here. This one's in trouble. But yeah, this one's adorable. All of them are adorable, really. But this one, I like this one. This one's throwing some shade, though. Alright, just so you guys are all warned, when I do this kind of thing, I do all of the voices and terrible accents, and that is a thing that happens. So I'm gonna tell you right now, if that bothers you, this is not the Let's Play for you, because that bad accents and voice acting, in quotation marks, is gonna happen. Though none of them are purple, boy are there a lot of cats. Look at this little cat cubby. I love it. And this ramp and like all these little cat hideaways. It's amazing. I want this for my house. I think I can count 8 at least right off the bat. They're all over the place, romping around the floor, sleeping on some of the structures in the walls. I barely had time to take it all in when I hear a voice call out to me. Okay, I gave this guy a British accent last time, so why break with tradition? Welcome. Please sit wherever you'd like. I shuffle in place for a moment, at first unsure of where the voice came from, then whether or not I want to sit or keep this strictly business. Actually, I start as the source of the voice looms into view. Oh, he's cute. He appears suddenly from the second-story landing and covers the length of the floor at a few long strides. Oh, tall boys. Tall boys are cute. You look confused. Is this your first time here? Would you like me to explain a bit about how the cafe works? I'll be happy to give you a tour. His eyes are gentle. He's one of those people who smiles with his entire body. It's positively infectious. Oh my gosh, I love those kind of people. Actually, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, that sounds great. Oh, that's great. Everybody's great. We're all great here. He bounds closer and towers over me in both stature and exuberance. It's a little strange that someone like this is working here because he's more like a big sheepdog puppy than what I think of as a cat person. My name's Landry. Just interrupt if you have any questions. You got it, Landry. I'm Avery. Well, Avery, to start, all of our cats are rescued strays. The owner brings them in for care and socialization. They seem really happy. Having strangers around doesn't seem to bother them at all. We do everything we can to make them comfortable. Look at that one. That one's like, you're in my sunny spot, cat. Orange cat whose butthole I can see. That one's still in trouble. Somebody ought to save that guy. Many of them are up for adoption. We have a good match rate with our fosters. Over there are a wall of photos of some of the cats who have found happy homes. There's like 5. Ah, and the proceeds from the cafe help pay for their care. The food is really good, too. Our chef is amazing. I recommend the key lime pie, personally. That sounds really great. I bet you're really happy working here. That's 2 reallys in a row. Try to avoid that when you're writing as well. Yeah, you're gonna get stuff about cats and writing advice from watching me play this. That's what's gonna happen. Well, it's a lot of work, but I like to think it's all worth it. Actually, I saw you guys are hiring right now. Oh! His surprise freezes him for a split second. His broad smile immediately creeps back, but it's enough to pique my curiosity. We are. Did my explanation sell you that quickly? I'm really good with cats. Well, I'm really good with cats. What face are you making? What is this face? I've got a lot of practice with them since my cat's such a handful. I bet I could do a good job helping out. Well, that's a good start at least. There's more to this job than just playing with cats, though. Of course. I mean, liking cats is definitely gonna help, right? It's definitely a job requirement. Okay, I'll get the owner and you can talk to him about it. Why don't you have a seat while I go see if he's available? Landry leads me to a seat on the plush couch that spans the length of the wall. I oblige, careful not to look too casual. I'm here on business, after all. This cat is adorable. Do you like coffee? Would you like some? That would be great, thank you. Light and extra sweet, please. He disappears through an open archway around the corner. A Siamese cat timidly peers at him as he goes, then at me with wide-eyed, worried look. This adorable cat. I give it an awkward smile and nod before I realize I'm treating the cat like a stranger in an elevator. Hey, it's a cat. You should treat it like a friend in an elevator. Landry reappears after a moment later, carefully balancing a black and white saucer, which in turn balances a stout white ceramic mug. That's a lot to say a little. The tiny creamer almost disappears in his large hands. He gingerly places them in front of me, careful not to spill anything from either. I put a little bit of milk and sugar in there for you, and I brought some more if you'd like it. Oh no, it looks perfect, thank you. I'm glad to hear it. I think we drink our coffee the same way then, because I made it the way I like it. You have excellent taste. I take a careful sip of the coffee as I watch Landry take his long strides into the back of the cafe. He really covers a lot of ground. He's not even moving that quickly. I love guys like that. It could use a little more milk, though. I guess I'm not good at being an adult yet. I don't like that it still tastes like coffee. No, I'm right there with you. I hate the way coffee tastes. I don't drink coffee because I think it's disgusting. I pour what should be a little splash of extra milk, but half the creamer's worth spills in. It almost overflows. Boy, how are you such a putz? I dive forward and gulp a mouthful from the side before I dare to lift the mug and drink like a civilized person. The cat is upset. This cat is looking at me like it's offended by what I just did. What? Like the cat knows anything about coffee. Landry has gone long enough for me to nearly finish the mug, just enough for me to wonder where everyone else is. The Siamese cat's still staring at me. I'm just gonna ignore it and focus on my drink. Finally, Landry emerges from the back of the cafe, but he's not alone. This is Graves, the owner of the cafe. Graves, this is Avery. I gave this guy a Russian accent last time. He looks like he should own a bookstore that insists it sells tomes, not books. Or maybe like he's about to try and sell you a crystal that'll balance your chakras. Or maybe this is what the owner of cat cafes look like. I've never seen... Calm the fuck down. His eyes, they're two different colors. I can't focus on both of them at the same time. Which one am I supposed to look at? Just look at his face. My attention is swallowed by his icy blue eye. Is he wearing a contact to complete his dark Renaissance look? I think it was the eye. Yes, it was this. He had the eye of a vulture. A pale blue eye with film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. Yeah, that's from The Telltale Heart. I know you won't believe me, but I correctly identified it the first time I was playing through this game. I don't, have a recording to prove it. And so by degrees, very gradually, made up my mind to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever. Excuse me? Telltale Heart, you were looking at my eye. Kids, didn't you read that in high school? I read it by choice because you should find out about interesting authors. Well, yeah, but words I'm not going to try to pronounce. It's more common in cats than humans. He got this look like he knows he just told a good joke, but there's no punchline anywhere I can see. What a weirdo. I'm not sure if I want to work for a guy like this. Dude! He's awesome. I would want him as my boss in a heartbeat. Then again, he hired someone as nice as Landry, so he's at least got... boy, I cannot read this time. I read this better last time. He's at least got some good taste hidden in there. Would I need to know that to get a job here? I just gave you the answer, so I'll let it slide. Follow me, we'll talk on the second floor. Before he finishes the sentence, he's already 3 steps up the stairs to the balcony. I shake my head a little and follow him. After all, I really need a job. We make our way up to the 2nd floor balcony, which, except for us, is only occupied by these amazing-looking cakes on the display case. Yes, please, I want one. I wonder if I can get a slice on my way out. Yes, you should. Graves leans over the balcony of the cafe. He raises his voice to the people below. Or to the cats, I guess, since cats is the only thing I can see from here. Hayes, will you get us some coffee? Is that the chef? I haven't seen anybody here besides him and Landry. Oh, I already had a cup. Is that going to stop you from another? You can't have enough coffee, especially when Hayes is the one making it. I don't think I met Hayes. You may have. You might not know it yet. Get it? 'Cause he's a cat? Probably. Graves folds himself into the slender chair at the corner table. He pushes the opposite chair away with his foot, nudging it just enough to turn it towards me. Come on, sit down, let's talk. You don't have to be so stiff. Interviews are boring. Make it interesting for both of us. No pressure, huh? Graves sits with a sort of grim pomp, like he's sitting on a skull throne and a raven's going to land on his shoulder at any time. I don't know how one sits like that, but apparently he has mastered it. Maybe it's more like he's about to roll a die with a lot of sides. Couldn't you just say maybe it's like he's gonna roll an 8-sided die or something? I bet he's a nerd. So judgy. If he's a nerd, I would be like, please hire me. I need you as my boss. I've never had a nerdy boss before. I take the seat across from him. Just so you're aware, we aren't starting without coffee. But you have some. Look at that. That's coffee. Okay. You can talk, of course. I meant the interview. Okay. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a tiny slip of a blonde man standing in the balcony entrance. Ah! I jump a little. When did he get here? I didn't hear anybody come up the stairs at all. Is this guy a ghost? Graves looks like the type to hire ghosts. He looks terrified by my shout. I think I scared him more than he scared me. Gingerly, he sets 2 mugs in front of Graves. Thank you, Hayes, but you should give Avery the other mug. He sounds like he's reminding a child to say thank you. I gave this guy an Irish accent last time. I don't know, I guess I'll just stick with it. If I can maintain an Irish accent. I haven't done one in a while, so... Oh, of course. Hayes glances at me. Our eyes meet for a millisecond before he suddenly finds something very important to focus on downstairs. He pushes the cup towards me without looking back up. Thank you. Graves' rings clack against the porcelain of the cup as he takes a drink. Perfect as always. I don't know what I'd do without your coffee. There's nothing special, really. By the way, as you know, I'm sure I've noticed, all of my accents are terrible. This is just something that you're gonna have to deal with. Presumably, if you're watching this, you might already know that and like my silly accents. He talks like it's the first time he's spoken today, quiet and a little hoarse. If that's all, I'll go back to the cats. That's a terrible accent, I'm sorry. That's fine. Hayes slips back down the stairs just as quietly as he arrived. That kid would make a great ninja. I look down at the coffee and see a sleepy cat face staring at me from the foam. Aww. I've only ever seen latte art on the internet before. Did Hayes really do this? I take a sip. It's not bad if you like coffee, I guess, but it could easily use some more sugar. There's packets on the table, but I can't bring myself to ruin the foam cat. Now we can get this going. Let's interview. I'll even start you off easy. What is your favorite breed of cat? I'm gonna answer the same as I did last time. Being that it's a Scottish Fold. I love all of these cats, but a Scottish Fold is adorable. And my grandmother used to have one named Scotia, and she was so cute. Do you know any other languages? How about ciphers? I speak the language of dance. What marine animal would you say best represents you? There's no otter on here, which makes me super upset because I love otters, so I went with orca last time. What genre of music would you use to describe your work ethic? And last time I went with casually hardworking, because in real life I'm super hardworking, and none of these really seem to fit. I don't like classical music. Sorry, I was classically hardworking. I don't like classical music in real life. On this scale of 1 to 10, rate me as an interviewer. 7.5. And finally, Draculas or teenage wolves? Draculas! Because he's a vampire, I want to get in good with him. Just kidding with that last one. All the other ones are really serious. Interesting. Good. I like interesting people. He leans forward, appraising me with this terrible smirk on his face, like he's the cat who ate the canary. Maybe I don't want to be interesting by his standards, but it feels kind of flattering nonetheless. Thank you. You start tomorrow. Ah! I don't know how to do exclamation points. Wow! Great! Thank you! Don't run off yet, I have paperwork for you. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, we wouldn't want to miss the Avery signs paperwork scene. Crucial. Graves pushes away from the table, coffee cup in hand. He nabs my saucer even though I'm not quite finished and slinks down the stairs. He returns as if he never left. How? By teleporting? Trading the empty coffee cups for a small stack of papers and a pen, he places them in front of me. So, what will my job be? Yeah, that's kind of important. Like, we didn't discuss pay, we didn't discuss hours, you know, full-time, part-time, nothing. We'll see. Did he just hire me with no position in mind? Is this how this guy usually works? I feel like I'm in a daze. Too much information and too much coffee. I take the papers and skim them, citing pretty much anywhere I see an X and a line. All was a good life choice policy there, Avery. What's it all for, and why is there so much? Probably taxes and stuff, I don't know. And who cares? I've got a job! I push the papers back towards Graves, and he eagerly scoops them off the table. Perfect. We open at 11. Be here at 8. We'll have you help with the morning prep. My displeasure must be pretty apparent because his mouth cracks into another smirk. You can work a later shift after training. You won't have to deal with those cursed mornings for too long. Okay, that's fine. Now go. I have a lot of work to do before tomorrow. And you need to get to work fixing that sleep schedule of yours. Okay. He seems lost in his own world now, poring over the paperwork I just filled out. That might be the wrong kind of pouring. I don't know for sure. I guess there's lots of all sorts of tax stuff you have to deal with when hiring people. Why would he do it so casually? Well, whatever, not my problem. Not my problem, says Avery. She's gonna go far. I head down the stairs. Landry's back. He looks uncomfortable, waiting at the foot of the balcony, but perks up when he sees me. So? I'll see you tomorrow, coworker. Oh, congratulations. You can meet everybody else tomorrow morning. I'll make sure they're all ready to meet you when you get in. How many people work here? Well, there's me, Graves, of course. You met Hayes. Finley, Mason, Reese. That's it. It shouldn't take too long to get to know them. Okay, great. I'll see you tomorrow then. Great. See you. Okay, bye. Wahoo! I'm gonna live it up a little. I'm gonna paint the town red. I finally have a job. Bitches, I have a job. Title sequence. And after the title sequence, I'm gonna stop recording again, and hopefully it will have worked. Hustle, cat. Cat hustle. My cat Jane is actually here beside me as this is happening too. I'm sorry the music quality isn't great. It's because of the method I'm using for recording, so you lose a little bit of music quality, which I feel like is fine. Because it's not like this thing has amazing music quality or anything like that. Oh my gosh, that cat is throwing such shade. Can I date girls too? That's Reese. I guess I don't need to meet everybody tomorrow. That's Mason. Is Mason a woman? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. Everybody's androgynous. That's fine. Cat in the stars. Cute little animation. Making me hungry. Kitty! Okay, you just revealed which cat everyone is. That's no fun. I'm pretty sure they like wear cats or something is what's going on. So yeah, that's a thing. Dumbledore was here with his Deluminator. Okay, so save. And I'm going to check my recording, and I will see you all again next time, or right away. It depends.